Les gars. Les gars. Le jeu a crash. Le jeu a crash, les gars. Moi, je vais continuer quand même. Hein. De toute façon, c'est le même match. De toute façon, c'est le même match. Ouais, de toute façon, c'est le même match. Hein. De toute façon, il y aura la rediffusion de l'autre. Et de toute façon, c'est le même match. On va continuer quand même. Hein. Allez, let's go. Ah, ça, je le sais, c'est bon. De toute façon, les gars, c'est le même match. Voilà. Hein.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what we're going to see in this match. I just know that if either man has their way, we'll be seeing someone standing tall over a bloody foe.
Well, don't be so sure the winner won't be a bloody mess, too. Cactus Jack may be violence personified, but CM Punk didn't become the best in the world by shying away from getting his hands dirty when the situation calls for it. And in Falls Count Anywhere, you best believe the situation definitely calls for it. Oh, what a slap! Oh, that's a chop you don't want to be on the receiving end of. Oh, the kick lands.
Looking for something, anything under the
Allez, direct.
Grabbing a kendo stick, any connection with flesh will definitely leave a welt. As these two extreme legends brawl, I just have to sit here and appreciate the atmosphere that we are seeing Falls Count Anywhere in one of the most famous arenas in wrestling history.
Indeed, the ECW arena has been where many extreme icons have been created. And in these hallowed halls, two legends are currently doing battle.
Let me correct you there, Michael Cole. I would definitely classify CM Punk as an extreme legend and an icon. But in this arena, Cactus Jack is something more than those things. He's damn near a deity in this building.
Cactus Jack can really brawl with the best of them, especially the more physical the match gets. In fact, that increased physicality only seems to fuel him even more in a fight.
Yeah, that's the sadistic nature of Cactus Jack in full effect. Cactus knows how to tap into something dangerous, something unpredictable, something that most superstars wouldn't even dare to go anywhere near. But as we all know, CM Punk is just built different. And when Punk has to, he can tap into something dangerous himself.
C'est ça en fait. Et je croyais que... En fait, faut qu'il s'y relève, faut qu'il... En gros, j'ai bugué, frère. Moi, au début, je croyais qu'il fallait qu'il se réveille, qu'il me lance un coup spécial. Moi, je croyais que c'était ça.
What happens next is anyone's guess. I can't wait to
see.
Ça arrive. Spiked him. Oof.
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects, and now
he makes the choice to abandon the hold. Counter by CM Punk.
Vous entendez le truc là? Le truc comme ça là. Ah non, j'ai pas de temps, moi.
What happens next is anyone's guess. I can't wait to see. Counters with a brutal answer. Side headlock applied. Oh, and a right hand for good measure. And the probability of serious injury just skyrocketed as the action moves onto the staging area.
Oof. digging the fingernails into the back.
Oh, Jack caught by the counter.
Ne me laisse pas tomber. Peut-être, ne me laisse pas tomber.
And here we go, returning to the ring. High rent district with CM Punk. From way up.
Oh, a malfunction at the junction.
Oh, did you hear that? A reversal. He saw that coming.
Cactus not ready for this.
Uh-oh. And it's Cactus Jack with the reversal.
Oh, just bludgeoning the competition with that blow.
And retaliates with a counter. He's locked him up. Spiked.
Allez, CM Punk, CM
He's
Punk,
climbing the turnbuckles to the
CM Punk, CM
Bludgeoning splash.
CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk, tous avec moi, CM Punk, CM Punk. Il va perdre, hein. Wow, CM Punk.
That splash.
Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace.
Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the Anaconda vice grip.
This might... A couple of
C'est
knees
quoi un peu
there.
ça? Monsieur l'arbitre! Monsieur l'arbitre, quand même. Abandonnez si vous avez pas vu, monsieur
Forcefully
l'arbitre.
sent it. CM Punk, opponent completely softened up here. What on earth is he cooking up from this position? Oh my! CM Punk! The plunge! Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
I think that's it. That must be it. Good Lord. CM Punk just defeated Cactus Jack in the ECW
Ça
arena.
c'est fait ça!
Here is your
Putain! Putain!
What a violent match this was. CM Punk has to be feeling some kind of catharsis.
Et
Making it
merci
through
le
this
mec
and,
youtubeur,
most importantly,
qui m'a sauvé la
making
vie.
it through Cactus Jack.
While Punk may have won the battle, but the thing about a sadist like Cactus Jack is that he has no problem soldiering on with the war.
Yeah, CM Punk and Cactus Jack just went through hell here. But we know for a fact that's where Cactus Jack feels most comfortable. Win or lose, Punk deserves to celebrate. But he should also watch his back from now.
Oh man, that was wild. The results don't even matter when you're in the ring facing legends and matches you never thought possible. A win, a loss, come on. It's about the moment here, and what a moment that was. Now that I got my ECW experience taken care of, I have my sights set on a man that many consider my dream opponent. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Despite our glaring differences, there's a lot of similarities between us. Give us a microphone and watch us captivate the audience.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
We do not back down from anybody, always ready to fight. Talking trash on an Attitude Era Raw against a prime Rattlesnake simply wasn't in the cards for my career, but at least with slingshot technology, I can make this match happen. All the respect in the world to Steve and every single achievement in his career, but trust that I'm going to bring the fight to him in a no-holds-barred match the second the bell rings. Austin wants to brawl all over the place? He wants weapons? Sounds good to me. Hell, I'm all for it after that fight with Cactus Jack. I've even got a special place in mind. A special arena in Chicago where we can have this all take place. Are you going to back me up and try to take down Stone Cold? Or do you think Steve Austin has my number? No matter what you choose, I'm going to do my best to take the head off the snake.
Son, you're looking at the best there is.
The best in the world, CM Punk.
Ready to try his hand at clobbering a rattlesnake.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218.
This is it. No holds barred between CM Punk and Stone Cold. Steve Austin.
Talk about hard-headed competitors who insist on playing by their own rules. Austin and Punk would be a tag team made in heaven if either of them could stand working with somebody else.
But sometimes it's similarities like that which breed the most contempt. At last, these two Hellraisers get a chance to see who the biggest rebel in all of WWE is.
And able to skirt around that attack.
When chatting with CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin said there's no quote-unquote time shift that Punk can take to put himself back in the Attitude Era. But right now, he's facing perhaps the best of that era, and Austin is in the best shape of his life for this battle.
I question Stone Cold's usage of the time travel terminology, but there's no denying that he knows how to brawl, how to fight with attitude. If Punk can overcome Austin in a no-holds-barred scenario, there will be no doubt that Punk can rule over any era in WWE.
No holds barred stipulation. Who do you think it favors? CM Punk or Stone Cold Steve Austin?
My money would normally be on Austin, who excels at ruthlessly stomping mud holes in the competition. But CM Punk is a very creative individual. Leave it to Punk to dream up the most dastardly, ingenious ways to utilize this stipulation and put Stone Cold in a world of... And a small package here.
Punk powers out, still going strong.
Barely even giving the referee time to count before kicking out.
Over a decade ago, these two men sat together for a very intense confrontation. During that interview, CM...
Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk are two of the most defiant, anti-authority, rebellious, irritable men we've ever had the pleasure of watching in the ring. But tonight, we find out who is the toughest SOB of them all.
Yeah, a lot of common ground between these two. Surely a lot of mutual respect and admiration, but Austin and Punk couldn't help but ask themselves, who's the better man, bell to bell?
And now we get the privilege of...
Look out! A slingshot cross body!
Putting it all on the line and coming up big.
Living dangerously to get the upper hand. Two men fighting right now that could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk has often been a straight-edge antagonist, and Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero.
Yeah, these two would probably never hit the town together after a match, but there are so many other elements of their personalities that completely align. Both Punk and Austin are steadfast in their beliefs. They both love to fight more than anything and stand tall as icons of their respective eras.
It's almost like if they weren't so stubborn, they'd make the perfect tag team.
What's something Punk has to really take into consideration facing off against old Stone Cold?
Punk has to realize that he can't count as much on his toughness here tonight as usual. Punk's a resilient guy, but Austin's offense can stop anyone dead in their tracks and have them begging for mercy. Punk might want to stay elusive and give Stone Cold the runaround.
Over a decade ago, these two men sat together for a very intense confrontation. During that interview, CM Punk claimed he would have thrived during Steve Austin's era, just as he did today.
Punk also claimed that there were more sharks in the water during the Attitude Era than during Punk's heyday. Now, I take some umbrage to that since I was in the water during that era, but I get where Punk is coming from. Punk is a man who rises to the level of the competition. He's risen to it when facing the likes of John Cena and the... And he can do so when facing another Mount Rushmore talent like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And Stone Cold can't
Les
fight
gars, je suis
the
vraiment con.
blocks.
Punk has Austin right where he wants him and is not letting up.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
Veteran instincts from Austin.
When chatting with CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin said there's no quote-unquote time shift that Punk can take to put himself back in the Attitude Era. But right now, he's facing perhaps the best of that era, and Austin is in the best shape of his life for this battle.
I question Stone Cold's usage of the time travel terminology, but there's no denying that he knows how to brawl, how to fight with attitude. If Punk can overcome Austin in a no-holds-barred scenario, there will be no doubt that Punk can rule over any era in WWE. Arm wringer, adding some torque.
Right hand will counter. Austin is going to look to press on the advantage.
Could be exactly the fire starter the Rattlesnake needed.
But after out facing CM Punk, Austin claimed that he would push and prod to get the best out of Punk, to give Punk an even bigger mean streak than ever.
I'm not so sure that's humanly possible given the depths we've seen Punk sink to in order to secure a win, but I do not doubt the words of the Rattlesnake. When you're in the ring against Austin, you have to be at your best, and CM Punk will certainly need to compete at his highest level to date in order to secure a win. Austin building up speed with an upload.
This could be it. This could be the end. The count was stopped before it started.
It's unthinkable. Someone beating the one count at this point.
He's able to reverse it. On the back of the net. Boom. It knew what was coming there. When asked about the locker room of Punk's prime, Steve Austin was a bit dismissive, saying you only need 1 or 2 moves to beat him. As to the top talent like Punk and John Cena, it would take, quote, or 4.
Well, I'm sure Austin meant to include me in the latter group, but all that aside, the rattlesnake is veering into overconfidence with a comment like that. Could a legend like Austin beat most competitors handily? Yes. But to think he's also an echelon above first ballot Hall of Famers like Punk and Cena is a surefire way to be caught by surprise and suffer an embarrassing loss.
Big time height on that kick. Oh, I think Austin was busted open there.
That was a stiff shot with that kendo stick. And CM Punk is in control.
CM Punk somehow managing to exceed Stone Cold's intensity.
CM Punk completely dominant, and this will end things. GTS, could that keep Austin down?
That was just as devastating as when his opponent does it.
That was close.
Imagine how he would have felt losing to his own move.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count. Different in-ring styles from these 2 men. Punk is methodical with his strikes and submissions, while Austin prefers to brawl as soon as the bell rings. That seemingly favors the rattlesnake, doesn't it?
Look, nobody's going to bet against Austin in a no-holds-barred match. You think a man with an extensive MMA background like Punk doesn't know a few illegal moves that are normally grounds for
CM Punk now looking to finish the job here with a
GTS connects.
Now CM Punk needs to end this.
2 count.
It's all over. CM Punk has beaten Steve Austin.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
CM Punk, the best in the world, has stopped the Texas Rattlesnake.
But Austin did not go quietly. This was a no-holds-barred battle to remember. An iconic throwdown between 2 unruly troublemakers.
And we loved every second of it. Congratulations to CM Punk.
I have one last personal dream match that I'd like to make happen. And since I'm the one controlling the fancy fantasy time travel computer today, it's exactly what we're gonna do. He dominated the cruiserweight scene in WCW, then joined WWE, where he'd capture European, Intercontinental, and Tag Team Championships in short order. Eddie Guerrero was pure magic in the ring. And while I was still on the indie circuit, I watched Eddie return to WWE using his Latino heat to do the unthinkable. Capture the WWE Championship.
Eddie to the top rope. Frog splash! Frog splash!
Lying, cheating, and stealing his way to the top was the only way Eddie knew how to get things done, and the fans loved him for it. I always hoped that when the day came that I signed with WWE, I'd have the opportunity to perform with Eddie once again. But for now, we'll let Slingshot Tech make the impossible possible. Just like my matches against Cactus Jack and Stone Cold, who you choose is on you. No matter who you choose and no matter what happens in the ring, we're still cool. And Eddie Guerrero will forever be loved and missed. Viva la raza, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, Latino Heat. CM Punk squaring off against Eddie Guerrero. And just listen to this crowd here in Chicago.
They are feeling the heat indeed. The ring psychology we're about to witness from these two is something that will be studied for years.
Two men who met decades ago before either one reached their heights. But now Punk and Eddie are so evenly matched. This already might be a match of the year candidate. And backbreaker.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie,
Taking flight, drops body from the top.
he's going up.
From the top, diving double axe handle. Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
Gosh.
Two men that are the epitome of resilience. Punk and Eddie always fight with everything until that final bell.
This is going to be as much a psychological match as it is a physical one. I'm sure Eddie is looking to lie, cheat, and steal his way to victory here. But I can get...
Oh, look out. It's on now.
Ooh. Neither competitor shows any signs of letting up or slowing down here.
Boom.
This has turned into a violent game of chicken. Who's going to step off the gas first?
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
Oh.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
Exhaustion setting in. Rapid fire shots. Now the superstar backing down.
Ending this test of wills with a big exclamation point.
CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief time away from WWE when Punk was still... an in-ring rookie. Punk's raw skills at that point sharpened Eddie enough for Eddie to...
From the top, diving double axe handle. Guerrero's tangled up.
A thunderous clothesline.
Oh!
Kick to the knee. La Maestro cradle. Perfectly applied.
He kicks out with authority.
Clearly going to take a lot more to keep this. Superstar down for the count, literally.
CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkind. But Punk has said that being in the ring with Eddie back then made him realize that he had a lot left to learn. It would be 4 years after their initial encounters that Punk would finally make his way to WWE.
True to his in-ring form, it shows Punk's a diligent planner when it comes to in-ring competition. He could have rushed his way into WWE and challenged Eddie again, but who knows how Punk would have performed with less time learning his craft. Now, he's the best in the world, and he's ready to show Latino Heat everything he's got. CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none, but I wonder if even he can plan for a man who immortalized the phrase, lie, cheat, and steal.
Corey, let's not discount that Punk has shown he can be underhanded as well. But something we know about Eddie is that he knows when to dig even deeper into his bag of tricks when facing a more seasoned opponent. I think we'll see some antics from Eddie tonight that even Punk has never seen.
Lifted and completely helpless here.
Oh, what a slam.
He didn't need that eyebrow anyway.
Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece, with a time limit draw as well.
You cannot ask for a more even rivalry than that, Michael Cole. Each man is going to pull out all of the stops to earn that final, decisive victory.
Oh, look at this. Slide over neck breaker.
Picture perfect. Nice strong head scissors application. And now the elbow's vicious. I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop in WWE. But starting his career, guys his size weren't. Blast off!
Wow, cross body.
Launching. Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up.
He's got
From the top.
Elbow drop. Good Lord. You've got to be kidding me. Using your body as a missile over and over again.
This is a man possessed. Going again.
From the middle rope, breathtaking Hurricane Rana.
Just putting their body in danger time and time again.
Take off.
Oh, just amazing athleticism being shown here. Wow, what a slap. Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Punk is not taking his eyes off Eddie for a second, and it is paying off. Eddie got out of the way.
This is making me nervous. Oh, my goodness!
Ducks out of harm's way.
Kick gets caught. Got him caught. Uh-oh. Dragon screw. Heading to the top rope here.
Eddie from the top. And that'll put an abrupt end to his little one-man show.
And Eddie could be wasting time playing to the crowd.
Huge kick connects.
Two men giving everything they have, their legacies.
Look at the height. Frog splash. He's got him now.
Driver spiked him. Uh-oh.
Good reflexes from him there.
Back and forth trading reversals. He didn't plan for this.
Bounced off the skull. And the momentum is shifting away from Eddie.
Punk proving he's seen this movie before, and Eddie can't find an opening here. Vicious.
Spin kick to the midsection.
Massive miscalculation on that one. Knee strike connects.
Punk now locks in that double underhook. Hoisted up. Butterfly backbreaker.
Caught in a bad spot. Gets slammed down. And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Eddie needs to start reacting quicker. Up high.
A huge impact. Oh. Punk never saw that coming. Eddie able to take a stand there.
Time out for Eddie to get his energy up and claw back into the fight. Boom.
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi and textbook CM Punk anaconda.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Kick to the midsection. Could be thinking about the gory special, yes.
Oh, the gory special submission locked in.
Trying to find a way out. Elbow into an arm drag. Beautiful escape.
The Shining Wizard. Guerrero's falling victim to the onrush right now.
Punk's had enough. He's look.
Uh-oh. Oh, the reversal by Eddie Guerrero.
Back and forth. This has been an absolute showcase of fighting spirit from Punk and Guerrero.
Uranagi by Punk. He turns it into the anaconda voice. He's in a bad position. Able to reach the ropes and break the hold.
Opponent lifted up. Jaw. Meet knee.
Go to sleep. No way Eddie's coming back from that.
And this could be it.
Two. Punk did it here in Chicago.
This has to mean so much more for Punk than just a win. Defeating your idol is something few people ever get to experience.
Let alone in front of your hometown, on your native soil.
You can just tell Punk is being overwhelmed with emotion right now.
Slingshot tech creating matches I only thought could happen in my wildest dreams is pretty awesome. But I see another application that, to this point, has not been attempted. I want to see Slingshot tech show me what could have been, too. One of the questions I get more than anything else is some variant of, what do you think would have happened if you stayed with WWE in 2014? Now we have a perfectly viable tool to at least attempt an answer. Hopefully, Slingshot tech is up to the task. While I may not know too much about what the future could have held, I do know that Triple H himself, after having sent his corporate goons after me following the Royal Rumble that year, was sizing me up for a matchup at WrestleMania 30. And I do know that if that match actually happened, I would have absolutely humiliated him in front of the world. Now, there's no question in my mind I'd have run right through him. I'd waited years for this chance. After all his tricks during the summer of 2011, bringing in his friends to attack me, using his corporate position to constantly stack the deck against me.
I'm not picking a fight. I'm just saying be careful who you push. Because you know I like to push back.
I was ready to bring it all back to him tenfold. I'd have buried him. But let's see if you can breathe life into my words. WrestleMania 30, CM Punk takes on Triple H. Time to play the game? Well, Hunter, I hope you realize that CM Punk doesn't play.
A lot at stake in this match. Whoever wins here will be added to tonight's main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Facing off against the champion, Randy Orton, and the Royal Rumble winner, Batista. No DQs, no countout. Looking to end this, a schoolboy! Oh, and a double axe handle. Incredible height. And guys, we spend a lot of time around these two men. They're ingrained in the locker room. They are two men other superstars seek advice from, but they are not two men that should ever be seen in the same room together.
Yeah, get yourself caught in a room with both Triple H and CM Punk, and you can cut the tension with a knife.
Well, it boils down to trust, gentlemen. Hunter doesn't trust Punk's views on the business, and Punk has the same sentiment for Triple H.
CM Punk, Triple H. The winner of this match will go on to main event WrestleMania later tonight to challenge Randy Orton Batista for the World Heavyweight. Lift off.
Oh, brutal miscalculation.
Oh, she has bad intentions now. Removing the turnbuckle pad.
Oh, knee right to the spine.
There's a lot to say about these men's thoughts about our business. Who is right or wrong could be a matter of opinion, but I'll admit, most of the WWE Universe certainly sides with CM Punk.
It's because they can relate to him, Wade. Look at Triple H's head. A guy that looks like CM Punk doesn't belong.
Soaring.
Wow, cross body. Triple H facing a beatdown.
Yeah, Punk. Clearly hell-bent on putting the game out of commission.
Oh, that gets reversed on CM Punk. Uh-oh. And he counters. Ooh, vicious vicious kick to the spine.
And we have to look at Triple H's motives tonight. It's the COO's duty to ensure the best product for everybody and to position the proper superstars as the face of WWE.
The authority just don't want CM Punk. That's the long and short of it.
It's a business decision. Not everyone can be the face of the company. Not everyone can be a part of WrestleMania, Corey.
But the man had a WWE Championship reign of 434 days, Wade. If that's a guy you leave off your WrestleMania plans, then I too have to question the motives of the higher-ups.
You know, I hate to question Triple H's strategy, but he can't continue to underestimate Punk here like he has been.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done.
He's able to reach the ropes and force the release. Uh-oh, position in. Measuring. Oh, knee drop. Woo!
The seeds of this battle go back to CM Punk's frustrations with the company. Seeing head figures not listen to the people, not give the best in the world his due.
Yeah, and Punk wasn't going to take it anymore. The brass never wanted a guy like CM Punk to succeed, never wanted to acknowledge his cult of personality. And now Punk is forcing the COO to take notice on our industry's biggest night of the year. And he re-enters into the ring.
What's he concocting?
Oh my God, a pile driver.
Bam! Well-placed calf kick.
There it is! Reversal!
Just clubbing down.
Oh, look at this. Big clothesline. The game showing just a small measure of his disdain towards CM Punk.
Mounting their...
Uh-oh. Strong counter from Punk. Triple H exposed here. Uh-oh.
Oh, towering back body drop. And he manages to escape just in the nick of...
Finds the roll-up. Beautiful. Might sneak one. He just might regret this decision.
Oh, right on the arm.
Nicely done, managing to save themselves there.
Ah, caught with the knee. Placed him in the corner here.
using the ropes to devastating effect.
Like a missile through the air. And he tosses him back in now.
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi commits. And now...
And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold. Oh, look at this. Out to the apron. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Nasty. The hardest part of the ring. And gets tossed back into the mat.
Reorientating them in the corner here.
Catches the kick. Boom! Thanks for covering. What's Punk got forthcoming? Driver! Spiked him. Momentum is really on Punk's side.
With this offensive onslaught, Punk clearly sending a message to Triple H. Haymaker after haymaker. Oof!
And this match is swiftly turning into a knockdown, drag-out affair. Ooh! Just emptying everything they've got now. Fatigue more than setting in, but these superstars are refusing to let up. And this crowd is loving every second of it. Clothesline! Boom! Hard-hitting kick. Ooh! Swift kick finds its mark.
He's been taken hold of. Down on the skull.
Triple H getting dismantled here.
Triple nimbly moving into a schoolboy. Oh, turning it around. Changes it into a cover of their own. Stopping the count, and I don't know why he won't just end this already.
That shot looks to have caused some bleeding from Triple H.
Oh, here we go. Brainbuster.
Propping him up. A scramble in the corner now. CM Punk climbing the ropes. Cutting up something, looking for something big here to put this one away. Oh my! The plunge! Is it enough for Punk?
Immediate cover after the impact. There's two. Punk did it. Punk's going to the main event of WrestleMania.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
And with this win, CM Punk has punched his ticket to the main event of WrestleMania. Later tonight, vying for the World Heavyweight Championship against Randy Orton and Batista.
Punk can celebrate now, but the worst is yet to come. Main eventing isn't the goal. Winning the main event is.
The best thing about defeating Triple H at WrestleMania 30 is the spot it granted me in its main event later that night. A full 11 years before I'd actually see that dream fulfilled. The worst part? I'd be entering battle at less than 100% against Randy Orton and Batista. Great. Batista had won the 2014 Royal Rumble, locking him into a match with WWE World Heavyweight Champion and my old pal, the Viper himself, Randy Orton. But my match with Triple H came with that added stipulation where the winner would join the match and make it a triple threat. This time, though, I'm going to let you choose who you want to control. Would Randy Orton have walked out of his matchup still on top? Would Batista unleash the animal within for another dominant victory? Or would that kid from Chicago shock the world and win 2 matches at WrestleMania against 3 of WWE's most dominant and imposing figures? I don't know for sure what will happen, but I do know what I'd like to see. Well, what is it that you want to see when CM Punk takes on Randy Orton and Batista in the main event of WrestleMania 30?
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
The Apex Predator, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton.
Introducing the champion from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds. He is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Orton has been at the absolute top of his game lately, but even that might not be enough in a triple threat match against Batista and CM Punk.
But a wounded CM Punk who has already competed tonight. Still, that's a lot of variables on the grandest stage of them all for a champion trying to keep a hold of his title.
I'm sure Orton has no intention of losing tonight. A menacing look on the face of the Viper, Randy Orton. The winner of the 2014 Royal Rumble, Batista.
And introducing the challenger from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 290 pounds, the Animal, Batista!
Batista fought hard to earn this opportunity to get his shot at the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
But I'm sure he'd much rather this match have remained one-on-one. The presence of CM Punk is sure to complicate things for the Animal.
In Batista's mind, a worn-down CM Punk might not count as much of a legitimate threat.
You can see the savagery bubbling beneath the surface inside Batista. This man is ready to go.
Orton is a man Batista knows very well, going back to when they ran together in Evolution. CM Punk, meanwhile, is the X Factor.
You've got to be ready for anything here in WWE, and WrestleMania is no exception.
Three men competing for the ultimate prize. CM Punk, Randy Orton, Batista. But only Punk had to battle his way into this match by winning a fight against Triple H earlier tonight.
And that's exactly why the #1 question on the minds of this WrestleMania crowd and Punk's opponents is how much does he really have left? Can Punk go the distance against two greats after already dealing with Triple H?
Only one way to find out, and that's in this triple threat match. Orton and Batista had to be rooting for Triple H. He could have collusion on the mind right now, so CM Punk is in for the fight of his life. Oh, what a quick answer. This match continues on. Right to the back of the neck. Nice sit-out powerbomb. You have to question what kind of malintent is behind a powerbomb with that much force. And he has answers for Batista.
A razor-sharp chop there. DDT.
Is it possible that Batista could just power through both Punk and Orton with his raw animal strength?
It's certainly possible, but I don't like it as a strategy. Blind Rage isn't going to get Batista what he wants, not with a calculating superstar like CM Punk in the ring. Batista has to play smart in this one.
Corey, that was a shining wizard. Randy Orton may be one of the most malicious, one of the most vicious superstars we've ever seen in WWE. There's no absence of malice at all from this man.
All facts that's
From the heavens.
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Punk is determined right now.
Slam! And he moves in for the cover. Punk powers out, still going strong.
I suppose you have to take the shot, but it's still too early to wrap up this one just yet.
Punk scaling the turnbuckles to the sky.
Hooked up.
Oh, shit breaker.
You cannot look at Randy Orton without saying, wow, that is the face of WWE. Put that face on the cover of the programs and those
First up top.
Orton fending that pressure.
Takedown. Jumping neck breaker. Ouch. Getting the cover here. Eye in the end. Just kicks out.
Able to break out more or less just in time. And Orton just with nowhere to turn on that exchange.
Sliding back in under the ropes here. From the top. Oof, nobody home. Release back suplex. And a big question coming into tonight. Was Arby going to see the animal of old? Will Batista look like a dominating force?
You don't win the Royal Rumble by accident, Cole. Batista said he came back for one thing, to become champion. He doesn't care what anybody thinks about him.
Flying. Diving double axe handle.
And he hurries right out of the ring. He has had enough of that.
He is looking to unload on his opponent with that kendo stick.
And what a throw that was. Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but it sure looks effective from here. Oh, the jaw getting wrapped. Bumbling pin. Ascending to the top rope. From way up, diving double axe handle.
A little cockiness here from Batista. And I've been saying this in the lead up to WrestleMania. The Viper has been lying in wait, and it will be a big mistake to underestimate. But now with a quick duck over and a Uranage, he converts it into...
And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here. Stepping out of the ring here.
And this one is coming down to whose body can hang on the longest.
They're all hanging by a thread now.
Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
Orton isn't being given a chance to breathe.
Yeah, Randy's defensive instincts need to kick in. Bang! Oh my gosh!
Hellacious power slam.
Struck with a calf kick.
Randy with a counter.
Caught with a jawbreaker.
Oh, that hurt to the chest. And he comes in under the ropes now. This is a situation you want to avoid. Oh, and swinging into the apron.
CM Punk knows what's at stake here more than anything. He said he wants change in WWE. And if the catalyst for that change means going through the COO and then to future Hall of Famers, then so be it.
What will tomorrow look like if the voice of the voiceless becomes champion?
Stanford will be in a panic.
Maybe, but Bourbon Street would go crazy tonight.
Making a hasty retreat to the outside. Some may consider this an act of cowardice, but I personally think it's strategic thinking. High risk!
Suicide dive.
A roll of the dice and it pays off in full.
Bam!
Arm wringer applied into the top wrist lock. Full control now.
Looking to get the hell out of there. Well, the fight has officially reached our announce table. I'm just going to stay to the side and pray for a splinter-free resolution.
Oh, what a way to shatter an arm. And the action is getting a little too close for comfort here. Telegraphed into a backdrop. Calf kick finds the mark.
Oh, walloped by a huge club.
Side Russian leg sweep. The animal is fired up as he'll ever be.
A series of effective kicks.
Oh, caught him.
Connected hard with the calf kick.
Point of the elbow finds the mark.
CM Punk looking to end things here. Nails the GTS. Pivotal moment. We could have a new champ.
Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty. Any two of these competitors is a recipe for a classic, but all three, this is incredible.
Batista, Orton, and Punk each giving their all in that ring.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
A series of disabling maneuvers from Punk. Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi.
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
And here he is, heading back into the ring.
Now pulling a pin out of nowhere. Tiny hook, small package. He's done it. CM Punk with a major upset here against Orton and Batista.
And the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
The Second City Saint is marching on Bourbon Street.
I'll say, Punk started his night by beating Triple H and has now ended it with a triumphant victory over Randy Orton and Batista. The road to the title does not get much harder than that.
Closing out WrestleMania 30 by appearing in my first ever WrestleMania main event? It's a hell of a start to this alternative timeline. In a world as absolutely chaotic as WWE, calling future shots is nearly impossible. You could win Money in the Bank, you call your shot for a match down the line, and then get taken out by injury. Your best friend might turn on you right as you're about to claim tag team gold. The best laid plans, at least in WWE, often go astray. But in 2015, something swept through WWE that I know would have piqued my interest. After capturing the United States Championship from Rusev at WrestleMania 31, John Cena would hold the U.S. Open Challenge each week on Raw. Names like Sami Zayn, Big E, Rusev, Cody Rhodes, and Seth Rollins all answered the call and gave it their best shot. With the history shared between myself and John, you're nuts if you think I wouldn't have accepted that challenge. I'd have waited a couple months, maybe with a slight hope that Cena would start to feel the fatigue that comes with weekly title defenses. But once summer hit, that's when I'd start getting ready. Like, say, July 27th, 2015, when the music for John Cena's opponent hits. What if that night? What if CM Punk walked through that curtain? Would I take another championship from a shell-shocked Cena? Or would my name join the rest of those who failed to take him down? It's up to you, really. Can John Cena turn back another challenge? or will CM Punk be crowned the new United States champion? Create the moment that you want to last forever.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE United States Championship.
Week after week, John Cena has stood in that ring and defended his U.S. title against anyone brave enough to answer him.
From cocky young upstarts wanting their shot at the crown to the most grizzled veterans, John Cena has taken them all on and put them all down. You have to admire Cena for continuing this open challenge. He's elevated the US title by putting it on the line every Monday night.
And the way Cena has been able to adapt to whoever answers his call has also been so impressive to watch.
Let's not sugarcoat it, guys. Cena's ego is a big part of this open challenge. This is about pride, and sooner or later, someone's going to come snap him out of it.
It is a bit of a double-edged sword. Defending the title against some of the best has to be taking its toll on him.
You gotta be kidding me! CM Punk answering Cena's open challenge.
The roof has come off of this building. Cena looks like he's seen a ghost.
Introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
Cena defending the title against anyone.
Week after week, Cena's US Open Challenge has been can't miss TV. But tonight is the biggest defense yet. CM Punk attempting to win his very first US title. It's really the only major title he's never held.
Well, with that in mind, it really does feel like there's even more on the line here than just the U.S. title. The anti-authority versus the face of WWE. This is a clash of epic proportions.
Yeah, and I think Punk's trying to send a message to everyone here tonight. If he doesn't get what he deserves, he'll simply take it.
The John Cena U.S. Open Challenge has already given so many opportunities to up-and-coming talent in WWE. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, even Bad News Barrett.
All great competitors, no doubt, but none of those talents are on the level of CM Punk.
I'm right here, guys.
Oh, knee right to the spine. This is going to be a close contest. Punk and Cena have such different and effective styles in the ring.
Yeah, every moment of this match is going to be dripped in drama, as every near fall could be the one to end it. Can Punk's clever tactics really neutralize Cena's raw power? Or is Cena's heart and fighting spirit going to prove too much for the Second City Saint to overcome? And what does that title mean to each man? And backbreaker.
You cannot understate how much of a mental advantage Punk has in this one. The best in the world has known for a long time he was going to answer John Cena's call tonight. But Cena, he just found out a few minutes ago.
Punk having the mental advantage is always troublesome to an opponent, but I speak from experience when I say that no matter...
For the title, new champ.
That's an unusual decision.
Maybe looking to deal some more damage first.
That's not so simple.
Ooh, one step ahead there. Counter. He knew just what to do. Look, I don't think you can try to humiliate the champion like that and get away with it.
Gentlemen, it is always a treat to see CM Punk and John Cena face off in a championship match. The last 2 times that Punk challenged Cena for a title held by the franchise, they were 2 of the greatest matches in WWE history.
CM Punk versus John Cena at Money in the Bank 2011 and their rematch at SummerSlam were both classics and defined the careers of both men. We've had...
Cena ducks underneath, and he stops short right there. Heading to the top now. Up high.
Cena able to ward that off. Brilliant countering by both competitors.
John Cena's been holding open challenges for nearly 4 months. Week in and week out, he's told the locker room, if you want some, come get some.
From the top. You kidding me?
No holding back. That's the kind of risk you need to take to earn the title.
Cena ducks underneath.
And just lost all the steam there.
And goes back into the ring here.
Hard knee to the face.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
Directly targeting the throat.
Guys, I've been doing this for almost 2 decades, and I've never seen a fighting champion quite like John Cena right now.
But you're right, Cole. Granting weekly title shots to mystery opponents is gutsy on a level even the greatest champions in history would shy away from.
And said great champions include CM Punk, who defended his world title at nearly every premium live event during his 434-day reign.
From the top, big collision on the splash. And this is a moment we've seen so rarely. John Cena's U.S. title might finally be slipping out of his grasp.
Turns that back.
Double leg takedown and trying for a quick pin here.
And the champ can't keep the challenger down long.
Look at the look on his opponent's face, Cole. He can't believe it.
Calculating the next move here. Oh, tossed aside.
Wants to finish this.
Completely missed the mark there.
Strikes with a kick. Cena turning things around.
Quick thinking right there.
And saw what was coming there. CM Punk headed to the top rope.
From the top. Oh, man, he landed rough there.
Oh, what a clubbing blow.
What's he thinking here?
Michinoku driver straight down.
So many times, the men who answered the open challenge have faced this exact situation where Cena turns on the heat. And Punk is no different.
This is turning into a brawl.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
Oh, this exchange is whipping this capacity crowd into a frenzy. Oh, man. All this heavy artillery is really adding up. blind hurricane of fists. No end in sight. Oh, and there's the piece de resistance.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Gone to sleep.
We might see a new champion crowned.
Spinning kick to the...
Oh, boy, here we go.
Uh-oh, he had it on his heels, but not for long.
Oh, couldn't close the deal on that run.
Oh, the champ with the cover. He gets the kick out after the one.
He may be down, but somehow he's definitely not out at this point. And a well-placed calf kick there.
Oh, this should be it. Punk with his opponent up.
Good night, GTS. The challenger is not holding back, taking your opponent's best shot and still somehow finding a way to survive. That is the marker of a true champion.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough.
And Punk clearly ready for a fight here.
What a lariat!
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi.
He just manages to get to the rope. Submission hold has to be let go.
And Punk now lifting his opponent up and back down with a GTS.
The challenger might have what it takes to win this.
2 count.
And new U.S. champion, CM Punk.
Here is your winner, and the new United States Champion, CM Punk.
Gentlemen, I think this is the start of a whole new chapter for CM Punk. He is the new United States Champion.
Punk just outsmarted, outlasted, and outperformed Cena tonight.
Adding another classic encounter with John Cena is always the right call, and answering that U.S. Open challenge is something I know I would have done if I was around for it. I also know exactly what my plan would have been at the start of 2016. Now, as you may recall, it was at the Royal Rumble that year where AJ Styles finally made his WWE debut.
The phenomenal one is here, AJ Styles.
It's one of those moments where it felt like time stood still. Everyone trying to come to grips with the fact that, yes, AJ Styles is now in WWE. His arrival opened the door for a litany of dream matches. And in that time, he's made many of them happen, battling top names brave enough to step up to him. And you better believe that if I was here, I would have walked to the ring that very first Raw after the Royal Rumble, and I would have set down the challenge. CM Punk, AJ Styles, WrestleMania 32. AJ and I have traveled many of the same roads in our respective careers, but unfortunately, they never led us to having a proper one-on-one matchup in WWE. I respect AJ. He's another wrestler that made his name his way.
Since 1998, this man has competed all over the world. I earned the right to be here in the WWE.
Getting the chance to be his first WrestleMania opponent, it's too good to pass up. As usual, it's up to you. Do you want to prove to be the best, or is being phenomenal more to your speed? They don't want none? Oh, believe me, I want it all.
CM Punk, the best in the world, ready to prove that he truly is the best. Moments away from facing off against the phenomenal AJ Styles on the grandest stage of them all.
And it may have taken years.
And this one should be a classic for the ages. Truly a dream match in every sense of the word. On the biggest stage in all of sports entertainment, WrestleMania.
Dream match is honestly just scratching the surface of how big this match is. There's been a professional rivalry between these two men spanning multiple promotions and continents. But tonight, it all finally comes to a head with the biggest spotlight imaginable.
We know Punk can handle the pressure, but can Styles? We are so lucky to be seeing CM Punk and AJ Styles facing off tonight. Well, they have done battle in the past, crossing paths multiple times in the independent scene in the early 2000s.
Look, I'd pay top dollar to see any version of these two men facing off in the ring, but back then, AJ Styles wasn't quite phenomenal, and Punk had yet to become the best in the world.
Indeed, gentlemen, we are seeing the best versions of both men in this ring tonight. And on the biggest stage possible, CM Punk versus AJ Styles was tailor-made for WrestleMania.
And stop.
Oh, look
out! Crossbody!
Turning themselves into a missile.
And hitting the drop zone. Dead center.
Oh, my. Boot to the spine right there.
CM Punk and AJ Styles are both absolute geniuses when it comes to in-ring IQ. Both have great striking and submission skills as well. But the outlying categories will be what defines this match.
I'm with you 100% on that, Corey. AJ Styles has the edge when it comes to aerial attacks. CM Punk is the better brawler. I expect each man to make this his kind of match, and whoever is more successful in doing so...
Watch out! Totally missed that one.
Inside cradle applied, shoulders down.
Wasting no time getting his shoulder up.
Still fighting to keep in this thing.
Oh, like a heavy bag. Big night for AJ Styles making his WrestleMania debut. Punk has been here quite a few times. We've seen Punk fight fair at WrestleMania, but just as often we'll see him cut corners.
Indeed, in the past we've seen...
Face first. Set up.
It's locked in. The Koji.
A dangerous spot for Styles to be in, but it looks like he's able to escape the hold.
Styles just unloading on his opponent. Phenomenal blitz.
Punk avoids the attack.
Face first. Set up. He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
He's headed to the top now.
Incoming!
Oh, coming down from way up top.
And Styles is going to need a phenomenal comeback to overcome CM Punk at this point. From the top. Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
CM Punk now powers up his opponent and connects with a GTS. Will that sew this up for Punk?
Two. He manages to kick out. What strength.
I don't know where AJ gets this from. He dug down deep to kick.
Uranagi by Punk. He turns and the ref provided a bit of safety here. Ooh, he fends that off.
Going counter for counter. Now, can it be capitalized on?
CM Punk looking to put his opponent away on his shoulders.
Go to sleep. AJ won't come back from that.
Two. And Punk gets the big win over Styles.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
You can't deny that both Punk and Styles gave their all in this match. Truly, we just witnessed a match for the ages.
And while AJ was just as phenomenal as he claims to be, CM Punk put his foot down and made perfectly clear to both AJ and the entire WWE Universe that he truly is the best in the world.
Attendez les gars, je fais une pause. Allez, bon.
An honest dream match for any era, and you made it happen. That's the power of Showcase. I've said it repeatedly that it's impossible for me to predict a hypothetical scenario with precision, but I have to believe that if I was here in 2019, I would have done anything to get into the front of the line to beat Kurt Angle's final opponent at WrestleMania 35.
He has held every title imaginable. European champion, Intercontinental champion, 6-time world champion.
Not many people know this, but when I first joined the ECW brand in 2006, Kurt Angle was my goal. He'd found new life with the brand, leaning into the extreme side of things, mauling his opponents with a reinvigorated approach to the ground and pound offense. But those dreams would go unrealized with Kurt leaving WWE only about a month after my arrival. I could see it all in my head, though. Kurt comes out on Raw to announce that he'll be retiring at WrestleMania. With the crowd already shocked, Kurt goes to announce his opponent, only I wouldn't give him that chance. See, I really don't care who Kurt's chosen, because as I'd say to Kurt's face, I've chosen Kurt to be my opponent at WrestleMania 35. If Kurt wins, he gets to go out on top. But when I get the win, Kurt at least had the chance to go out on a shield against an opponent willing to push him to his limits. Kurt's retirement will happen one way or another, but it's up to you to decide who will be standing at the top of the winner's podium and who will have to settle for a silver medal when I collide with Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 35.
The man looking to end the career of Kurt Angle with a loss tonight, CM Punk.
The following is Kurt Angle's farewell match and is a submission match. From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
The only gold medalist in WWE history. The wrestling machine, Kurt Angle.
Competing in his final match after a 20-year Hall of Fame career, the only gold medalist in WWE history, Kurt Angle.
For the final time as an in-ring competitor, Kurt Angle makes his way to the ring. And the WWE Universe showing their respect to this incredible athlete.
Kurt Angle performs at his highest level when the pressure is highest. Tonight, it couldn't get any higher.
Punk fully expects Kurt Angle to be a step quicker than he's been recently, a little more intense than the Kurt Angle of old.
At long last, Kurt Angle and CM Punk face off inside a WWE ring. And on the biggest stage here at WrestleMania, Kurt Angle is set. Face first. Oh, setting up. Not sure what he's thinking, letting go here. It's CM Punk versus Kurt Angle in a submission match. Angle's final match at WrestleMania. His final match ever. WWE. CM Punk has been talking out of both sides of his mouth lately, praising Angle while also saying how much of a joy it would be to put him down. Here we go. Whoa, cross body. Heading to the top turnbuckle now.
And CM Punk looking for support from the crowd. Sky high. Crossbody wipes them out.
Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace. It really feels like this match could come down to Punk's strikes and smarts versus Angle's technique and experience. Who do you give the edge to?
My gut says Kurt Angle, the man who has seen and done it all, but if Punk gets lucky and lands one good shot, it could give him one heck of an opening.
I talked to Punk earlier today, and he said he fully expects Angle to be a step quicker than he's been recently. A little more intense. The Kurt Angle of old.
Fitting American sports analogy here for an American hero. You gents, correct me if I'm wrong, it's like a legendary baseball player. Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into the
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Punk wasting no motion on the count.
CM Punk.
Saw it coming. He's finally able to get the reins on this one.
It's time for Angle to take advantage of a misstep and take command. Sliced bread, but powered through and reverse power slam, drilling their opponent down.
Despite what has transpired leading to tonight, there's a level of respect that CM Punk has for Kurt Angle. Punk might even have love for Angle. Punk will not be sorry about beating Kurt in his final match.
There's all this talk about the storybook.
And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. And here we go. Locked in. Crossover again. And just refusing to let up on the arm. Wrenching away.
Clearly looking to cause lasting damage and doing a mighty fine job of it so far.
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
And no matter how we got here, this is a match. CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there. He's locked in the Anaconda vice grip.
The hold is locked in. He's in.
And now forced to surrender. The pain was just too much.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
This was one to remember. And certainly a victory CM Punk will never forget. Forcing Kurt Angle to tap out. To end his career with a loss here at the showcase of the Immortals.
A fitting end to an incredible career. Kurt leaves here a warrior who can hold his head high with pride. Angle gave so much to this industry, and we thank him for all he's done.
Maybe it's only in an alternative timeline, but I'll take the advantage of any opportunity to share the ring with Kurt Angle, win or lose. And as far as what happens if I stay in WWE, there's one more match I'll always wish for. Working with him, even if it was only briefly when he joined the new Nexus, made it abundantly clear to me that he would accomplish anything if he ever committed himself to it. A return to NXT gave him that chance, and soon Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family were the talk of the wrestling world. They arrived on the main roster, terrorizing any superstar that got in their way.
And Bray Wyatt calmly watches as his family members dismantle Punk.
That included me. And while I have a match at the 2013 Survivor Series that on paper says was against the Wyatt family, it didn't have Bray Wyatt in it. I never got to compete against him once he realized his potential. I would have loved to have The Fiend set his sights on me. The Fiend took wrestling places it had never been before by taking his opponents places they had never been before. If I had my way, I'd take on The Fiend at WrestleMania 37. And I'd look for solace in the one place that I know to be the great equalizer. Hell in a Cell. He was once in a lifetime. I'm thankful for the time we did have together. But until we meet again, we'll make it happen here in my showcase. CM Punk against The Fiend at WrestleMania. You can choose who you'll control. But once that door closes, there's no telling what will happen.
It all comes down to this. Hell in a Cell and WrestleMania. A demonic structure built with thousands of square feet of cold steel chain link. And tonight, it will be the battleground for CM Punk and The Fiend.
Being a WWE superstar, you find yourself in a lot of dangerous situations. But right now, I don't think anyone is in a more dangerous situation than CM Punk.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
For the first time ever, guys, CM Punk will enter Hell in a Cell and WrestleMania.
We've seen Punk inside the Cell before, but this is something else. Facing The Fiend on the grandest stage of them all. I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. He has got to be a bundle of nerves.
Yeah, Corey, separately, Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania, and The Fiend are all daunting presences to prepare for. But together, this has to be nearly impossible.
Legends, champions, Hall of Famers, all of them have left their matches against him different. Some scarred, some broken, but none of them have ever been the same again.
You can just feel how much tension is in the air here at WrestleMania. CM Punk facing possibly his biggest challenge to date.
There's really no telling what we're about to witness here with The Fiend. We've already seen a lot of diabolical mind games, and I'm sure those are far from over.
This match is going to change Punk forever. Whether he wins or loses, he'll never be the man he was before he entered the Cell tonight. Oh, an exploder suplex.
CM Punk and The Fiend facing off against each other at the event that brings out the best in each man. WrestleMania.
You speak the truth, Corey Graves. Every time Punk comes down that ramp at WrestleMania, his next level competitiveness hits an all-time high. That's why we've seen him have all-time WrestleMania classics against the likes of Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton, and The Undertaker. But as for The Fiend, I need only remind you of what happened last year at WrestleMania. The Fiend lured John Cena into the Firefly Funhouse match and destroyed the franchise both physically and mentally.
And since then, John Cena has not been seen in a WWE ring. Got to wonder if CM Punk will suffer the same fate should The Fiend get his way tonight. This has to be such an uneasy feeling for Punk right now. He's usually trying to outthink his opponents.
Yeah, but how in the world do you outthink something that doesn't even think like a human? I think Punk's going to have to rely on his speed and technical abilities here if he even wants to remotely have a chance at beating The Fiend.
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects, and now
he makes the choice to abandon the hold.
CM Punk hoists his opponent. Go to sleep. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
Going for the pin. And a kick out.
Oh my word, how on earth did he kick out?
Punk took it. His best shot, gave him everything he had, but just couldn't get the pin.
Oh, that could displace an entire arm.
The Fiend is not accustomed to this position.
Punk shifting things to his favor against the Fiend. Oh, God. Got the cover. Is it enough to close this out?
CM Punk beats the Fiend.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
An honor to know him, to have worked with him, and to get one more chance to share the ring with him. Rest in power forever, Bray Wyatt. It's been quite the experience as the focal point of WWE 2K26 Showcase. We've revisited great wins, received a second chance at painful losses, created dream matches that I thought would forever elude me, and even attempted to provide a glimpse at what WWE would have looked like had I stayed. It's been a true privilege. Before we put a bow on it all, I'd like to ask Slingshot Technology for one final match. A match that lives as large as my biggest dreams. The opportunity to team with the best tag team partner in the world, my wife, AJ Lee. Three-time Divas champion, had WWE wrapped around her finger from the moment she arrived. Skilled in the ring and potent on the microphone.
The greatest Divas champion of all time. Me!
Remind you of anybody? She even dropped a pipe on of her own.
I have done more in 1 year than all of you have done in your entire collective careers.
A true revolutionary, AJ Lee deserves as much credit for the women's revolution and evolution as anyone, as she fought for every second of television time to lay the groundwork needed to push women's wrestling further than it had ever been before. And since she returned to WWE this past September,
AJ Lee! CM Punk's wife is here after a decade!
she's been helping remind everybody just how damn great she really is. Now, I'm sure there are people out there saying, but you've teamed with her before. And this is true. But that doesn't change the facts. And the facts are that anytime I get to team up with my wife, it's always a dream come true. Across the ring from us, I can only see WWE's resident it couple, The Miz and Maurice. Miz and I have had our issues through the years. That's hardly a secret. But while we don't see eye to eye on many things, I still appreciate what him and his wife have accomplished in their careers. And it would be an honor to attempt to take the it couple label off them and put it on two people who have proven to move the needle, CM Punk and AJ Lee. So let's close this showcase out in style. You've done incredible work to get this far, and now we'll let you choose how it all comes to an end. Miz and Maurice will want to turn in a performance so awesome that it stops us in our tracks. But let's be real here. This world belongs to punks like me and the missus.
Les gars, là c'est le dernier match, je crois.
Big-time tag team action underway here. CM Punk and AJ Lee take on The Miz and Maurice.
Yes, and we're about to find out just who is the true ultimate power couple here in WWE.
Well, there's only one it couple, and no offense, but it's not Punk and AJ. The camera loves Miz and Maurice, and Miz and Maurice know that nothing looks better on camera than beating two of the best in the world.
Maurice is mostly known today for her reality TV work, but it's easy to forget that she was one of the most dominant competitors of the Divas era.
That she was, Michael Cole. Maurice was the first woman to ever hold the Divas title on more than one occasion, and for the majority of the title's history, she was the longest reigning title holder at 211 years.
But that record was surpassed by the other woman in this match, AJ Lee. So not only is AJ Lee a better competitor in the women's division, she's a better diva too.
Driven down face first with that cutoff.
Calf kick on the money.
AJ Lee recently making her WWE return after a decade away. She spent that time becoming a best-selling author, a TV and movie producer, and getting herself back in the proper mental state to compete again. Seems to have worked as she instantly reinserted herself into the main event scene.
That has to eat at Maurice a bit. Don't get me wrong, Maurice has had some major matches since her retirement, but the vast majority of them have been at the side of her husband. I wonder if we see Maurice put a bit more effort to take command of this match tonight to prove that she can get back to the top of the women's division all by herself.
And since this is standard tag team rules, the men can fight the women and vice versa. How does that change up the strategy in this one? How does AJ's strategy when facing The Miz differ from her strategy facing Maurice? Or all the other combinations we could see in this tag match?
Honestly, these are all four high-level championship-caliber superstars. They've all done their homework, and none of them are going to hold back, no matter who's standing across the ring from them.
Boom! Face first!
The list of accolades for Punk and AJ may be a smidge longer. Their in-ring skills may be a smidge higher. But there's one aspect of this that the it couple has over their opponents tonight, and it's the most vital one: experience.
As much as it pains me to agree there, Wade, you're right. Miz and Maurice have stood in the ring against some of the top power couples in wrestling at some of the biggest PLEs in WWE history, including Royal Rumble and WrestleMania.
And for as long as Punk and AJ have known each other off-screen, they've only tagged together for a few brief matches on Raw. Training together is one thing, competing together is another. Punk and AJ are going to have to be fast learners tonight. Tags her partner. You know what? I'm just going to say it. I believe CM Punk is jealous of The Miz.
Come on, Wade, jealous? Miz is a Grand Slam champion, sure, but Punk has accomplished even more in WWE.
We can compare resumes all day, Cole, but consider this. Everything Punk wanted to do, Miz did first. Miz joined the main roster first. Miz was the face of WWE first. Miz was doing the late-night talk show circuit first. Miz main evented WrestleMania first, and after tonight, Miz will have won their first intergender tag encounter.
He beats the count, barely. Got him in the corner now.
Boom! Don't get me wrong, AJ Lee is her own woman and can fight her own battles, but we've seen in the past that CM Punk will defend his family with every fiber of his being. The Miz, on the other hand, sometimes he makes his wife fight his battles. How he's fighting his wife when the fight intensifies.
That's because Miz and Maurice are an equal unit. Why should the man always hold the door open? Or the ring ropes, for that matter.
You call it being equal? I just think Miz can be a chicken sometimes.
Oh, and a right hand for good measure. Tagged into the action. Oh, what a clothesline.
She turns it around with the reversal.
Punk has said on multiple occasions that he doesn't respect The Miz or how he got his start in WWE. I'm sure AJ Lee feels the same about Maurice.
Punk and Lee got into WWE the traditional way, by competing on the independent circuit for years and paying their dues, while Miz and Maurice took the reality route via Tough Enough and Diva Search, respectively.
Well, as a man who put in years of training but also won the first season of NXT, the truth of the matter is that a real WWE superstar will take any opportunity given to them to get their foot in the door. There's no shame whatsoever in how Miz and Maurice got here, and their success since is proof that it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And the It couple is going to finish strong tonight. Of that, I am sure.
And he's ready to switch things up, tagging out.
Boom! Drop kick.
AJ Lee
connects with a shining wizard. Situating her in the ring corner right here.
splash.
Driving the boot into the midsection there. Hold on, here she goes. AJ applying the submission here.
His hope fading, breaks the submission, and they're still in this. Here comes her partner.
Making the tag just in the nick of time.
Crush with a running knee strike. Turning it into a pin. How on earth could he not keep him down for even one at this point? Miz crafting an attack.
Dishing out a suplex.
Miz putting some punishing offense on display.
He's looking poised to finish Punk off. Kick to the gut creates separation.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen,
GTS.
And unfortunately for the It couple, CM Punk and AJ Lee
Going in for the win here.
the cover.
There it is. Punk and AJ get the win.
Here are your winners, AJ Lee and CM Punk.
Les gars, désolé, mais on recommence, je savais. Je me suis trompé. Mais je suis trompé.
And this should be one hell of a tag team match. The brash CM Punk and AJ Lee taking on the cocky Miz and Maurice. Two teams, not just in this matchup, but in life as well, who couldn't be more different from one another.
It's that blue-collar, scratch-and-claw mentality versus the mentality of having the spotlight and owning the finest things in life. Really, it's a tale as old as time.
CM Punk and AJ Lee truly don't like the Miz and Maurice, and believe me, the feeling is mutual. Now all four of these superstars have the chance to let those feelings out in a good old-fashioned tag team match, player.
And since this is standard tag team rules, the men can fight the women and vice versa. How does that change up the strategy in this one? How does AJ's strategy when facing the Miz differ from her strategy facing Maurice? Or all the other combinations we could see in this tag match?
Honestly, these are all four high-level championship-caliber superstars. They've all done their homework, and none of them are going to hold back, no matter who's standing across the ring from them.
Ooh, slammed down hard. The list of accolades for Punk and AJ may be a smidge longer. Their in-ring skills may be a smidge higher. But there's one aspect of this that the It couple has over their opponents tonight, and it's the most vital one: experience.
As much as it pains me to agree there, Wade, you're right. Miz and Maurice have stood in the ring against some of the top power couples in wrestling at some of the biggest PLEs in WWE history, including Royal Rumble and WrestleMania.
And for as long as Punk and AJ have known each other off-screen, they've only tagged together for a few brief matches on Raw. Training together is one thing, competing together is another. Punk and AJ are going to have to be fast learners tonight.
Shoulder to the gut. No way. Powerbomb to the floor. Don't get me wrong, AJ Lee is her own woman and can fight her own battles, but we've seen in the past that CM Punk will defend his family with every fiber of his being. The Miz, on the other hand, sometimes he makes his wife fight his battles. Hides behind his wife when the fight intensifies.
That's because Miz and Maurice are an equal unit. Why should the man always hold the door open? Or the ring ropes, for that matter.
You call it being equal? I just think Miz can be a chicken sometimes. Northern Lights. Got him where he wants him. Up and
back. Falcon arrow. Boom.
Punk has said on multiple occasions that he doesn't respect The Miz or how he got his start in WWE. I'm sure AJ Lee feels the same about Maurice.
Punk and Lee got into WWE the traditional way, by competing on the independent circuit for years and paying their dues. While Miz and Maurice took the reality route via Tough Enough and Diva Search, respectively.
Well, as a man who put in years of training, but also won the first season of NXT, the truth of the matter is that a real WWE superstar will take any opportunity given to them to get their foot in the door. There's no shame whatsoever in how Miz and Maurice got here and their success since.
Figure 4 leg lock applied.
Oh, breaks the submission and keeps their team in the matchup. From the middle rope.
Oh, lands right on the knees. That can change everything.
You know what?
Uranagi by Punk. He turns it. And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold.
Arm extended, tags his teammate in.
Oh!
Kick connects.
Oh! Goes for the kick, but it is caught.
And dragon screw. Suplex attempt. Able to go behind, though. Into a chop block.
AJ Lee setting it up. Shining Wizard on the money.
Taking. Him to the corner now.
Compressed in the corner.
AJ Lee recently making her WWE return after a decade away. She spent that time becoming a best-selling author, a TV and movie producer, and getting herself back in the proper mental state to compete again. Seems to have worked as she instantly reinserted herself into the main event scene.
And that has to eat at Maurice a bit. Don't get me wrong, Maurice has had some major matches since her retirement, but the vast majority of them have been at the side of her husband. I wonder if we see Maurice put a bit more effort to take command of this match tonight to prove that she can get back to the top of the women's division all by herself.
Tag made. Double team coming. Up to the top rope. Way up high.
Diving elbow drop. And unfortunately for the It couple, CM Punk and AJ Lee are completely in the driver's seat.
Going for the win.
There it is. Punk and AJ get the win.
Here are your winners, AJ Lee and CM Punk.
Truly, truly fantastic. Facing a litany of all-time WWE greats, crossing through time and space itself, testing out new technology, we've experienced a showcase like no other and had a huge part in how it all ended up. How does it feel? What are you even talking into? I'm not holding a microphone, man. You gamers are weird, you know that? The classics never get old. Seriously, though, you should be proud of what you've accomplished here. Showcase built its name on ideals of honor and legacy and tradition and greatness, and I think I did them all justice here today. When we honor the past, when we keep the names of legends alive long after they're gone, we show respect to them for their own journeys. And here in the WWE 2K26 showcase, I know we did things a little differently. Hell, there's some people out there that choose to do a full gauntlet instead of taking it one step at a time. Insanity, but that's the point. We only get one go. And if you don't do it as authentically as possible, if you don't do it your way, then why even bother? I built my entire career on that approach. Some love it, some don't, but you can't win them all. And if you try, you will drive yourself crazy. So always do what's in your heart. Always. Thank you for letting me do the whole 2K showcase a little differently. Thank you for always having my back. And thank you for showing that a true underground kid can one day be the most mainstream success, as long as they stay true to themselves. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a dog waiting for me. All right, looks like we've got someone after. All right, looks like we've got someone after my own heart. A true nonconformist, someone who wants to do things their way. I need you to know that I respect the hell out of you for that. And that respect is why this is not going to be easy for you. We still put something together to make sure that you earn everything this showcase has to offer. I know that not everyone wants to live that traditional showcase life. Not everybody's got time for extra.
Bon les gars, on a fini le showcase de CM Punk, j'espère que ça vous a plu. Si ça vous a plu, n'hésitez pas à vous abonner, à inscrire la cloche de notification, et à partager ma chaîne YouTube à vos potes, ceux qui aiment le catch, ceux qui aiment les vidéos, etc. Et puis tiens, on va faire le mode carrière, on va créer mon catcheur, je sais pas, on fera un live ça, peut-être dans les week-ends, dans les week-ends, hein, tranquille, on fera le mode carrière. Pour la première fois, parce que j'ai jamais fait de mon carrière dans le cash, mais là j'ai envie de tester un nouveau truc de mon carrière, etc. Le jeu Island, je sais pas si je vais le faire cette année, on verra, mais si je fais, je ferai hors live, voilà, mais mon carrière, je vais faire un live ça. Comme le showcase, comme j'ai fait avec CM Punk, etc. Et puis voilà, hein, on a tout fait, et après je vais hors live, le truc là, le triangle là, le Gauntlet là. Je vois qu'est-ce que c'est et on verra si c'est bien de faire un live aussi, parce qu'on peut faire avec Saint-Punk ou avec sa femme, on verra, mais je vais voir hors live si c'est pareil ou pas, on verra. Peut-être que la dark match, la dark match ça va, on fera un live, mais puis voilà, hein. Bon, moi je laisse là, je vous souhaite une très bonne soirée et puis on se regroupe un prochain live. Allez, ciao, Bassimir. Wow. Allez, vas-y là. Allez les gars, bye bye.